Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast where we try to figure it all out with your hosts, Brandon and Collin. On this week's show, most Missouri sentence ever. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
If my life was being narrated, the narration just a few moments ago would be, but he did not, in fact, have time to make it.
Oh, no.
That's fine. You said, we possibly, push this back. In my head, I went, oh, this is great. That gives me enough time to wrap up this thing, and then I'll make it out to Dad's. That was not true. I was off. My calculations were off just by a little bit, but still, nonetheless, they were off. So my apologies for additionally being late.
That's all right.
Additionally.
I just read the wrong time because it's always the same time.
Yeah. No,
and then I was just like, oh, it's this thing, and I just didn't. If you would read your emails, that would be a good thing, Brandon.
It was in the email. Excuse me. It was in the email.
I know. Per my last email, I'm doing the push his glasses up gesture. Mm-hmm. Also, just like
well, actually,
yeah, the well, actually gesture. But it's all right.
Oh, yes. So I've made it. Survived. It's been a month at this point. Let me tell you.
It sounds like your week was a little bit not just not restful. We'll say that. How about that? We'll go.
No, it's weird. Just one of those things where you go, this is just in a season. We're in a season. We started off the year with double the amount of employees that we currently have, which is, and then over the course of 3 months, we dwindled, which was actually fine because the first quarter, which is, I feel like such a one of those guys talking about first quarter of the year, it was so down. Like Megan and I would look at each other and go, where is everybody? Like where are the people for the business? So super slow. So having lost employees, that was actually fine. And they weeded themselves out. They would get another job, or they were going to go back to school, or they were moving, or, a life change. I was like, actually, I'm not really complaining about this. So this is totally fine. And then the middle of April happened, and all of the people who we were wondering where they were suddenly we found them very quickly. And it was so bad. Was it last week or the week before? 40% of all of the visits that we did were booked last minute. And we define a last minute booking by within 48 hours of them needing us.
Oh my.
40% were booked within 48 hours of them needing us to start service. That's real hard to schedule stuff around.
I would say so.
So I've just been shoving these things off of my plate of nope, I can't do that. Nope, I can't do that. Nope, never mind. I can't. I had set up several other interviews and things like that, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, actually, I'm so sorry. I had to reschedule. I've rescheduled on you 2 or 3 times now, and then I rescheduled with another person 4 times over this past couple weeks because it was I thought I would have that hour and it's just gone. I can't. I've got to take this. So it was a very weird. It's really weird right now. Really, really weird to try and be I always joke, I'm available until I'm not, but I'm really available until I'm not. So I'm not going to plan next week. I'm just going to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of today.
It's a good plan. Sounds fair.
Oh, well, this morning, we are taking care of this multi-pet household. They have 4 inside dogs and 3 cats. And these dogs have been around each other their entire life. And all of a sudden we get a call from the sitter over there up in where we live. And he goes, one of the dogs is really limping, and I'm pretty sure has blood all over his ears. I was like, okay, I'll be right over. And sure enough, at some point, this little collie got in a fight with what we think was either the German Shepherd or like the pit mix, and that other dog just put that smaller dog's head in their mouth and shook during a fight.
My goodness.
And like nothing was, it was, and we did a full debrief and look.
Yeah.
Nothing was lacerated. It was just these little tiny pit marks around the back of the head. And the dog was fine otherwise and was like in good spirits. And unfortunately, because we live in a small town, we had no emergency vets available at all.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, none of them. The one that is supposed to be the emergency vet, you call and they're like, we're busy this weekend. You can drive an hour and a half away. Good luck.
Yeah, that is really... This is a problem with the veterinary industry in general, right? I understand... Tell me more. Yeah, I mean, I understand that you can't pick when your dogs or cats or your pets need medical assistance.
Right.
But I feel like it's just really weird that there's 0 veterinary establishments open on Saturday. Right. It's like, it's really strange. I mean, so I would like to see some data on this, right? But other places have figured out that you can be opened Monday or no, Tuesday through Saturday, right? That's a thing that you can do, right? Places that motorcycle places, right? This is a weird tangent, but
sure,
places that sell motorcycles and motorcycle accessories often opened Tuesday through Saturday, right? Because I mean, Saturday is probably a huge day for them.
Yeah.
Right. So if that place was closed on the weekend, that would be pretty ridiculous.
Not good.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that you need to protect your time and whatever. Right. That's cool. I get that. I understand. You don't don't want to work all day, every day, forever. That's
sure.
Super great. But if you're providing a service for people and people need the service on a Saturday, right? It's just really weird, that would be a thing that's imagine if that was the hospital and you're oh, sorry, buddy, come back Monday. But my appendix, though. You're nope. Sucks to suck, loser. See you later.
Well, and you hit on that distinction there of, for humans, they have solved this by having a dedicated emergency portion of the hospital.
I mean, yeah.
Right? Your general practitioner isn't there. But in the veterinary world, that is a true specialty. To have that, and it's not something, even the emergency vets that we have in our town, it's by appointment only. You have to call, and then they patch you through directly to the vet's phone, and then they pick up and they go, yeah, okay, we'll meet you over there. Okay, the same thing with our dentist. They have a quote unquote emergency line, and that's where you call and he talks you out of coming into.
No, you don't really need to come, right?
Into that. No, this can definitely wait till Monday till 11. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So it's, and I get it. And that's why, in larger areas, they have dedicated emergency veterinary clinics.
I mean, Springfield has one because I know that's where we had to go whenever for Chuck, right? That's where we had to go because our guy would have been there, but he was fishing.
Yeah.
Right. And he was yo, go here. And he's a real great guy. So he called them and was I'm referring to people. They're coming. Right. Blah.
Right.
And told us about it, but It was a whole deal. Like, it was Saturday or whatever. But like, what the heck? Like, I don't know.
Right. So,
Or maybe it was Sunday. I don't remember exactly, but
well, and Sundays are worse for for a lot of stuff being accessible. So, we did a full assessment of the dog, and it's going to be fine. It's just it's not the happiest state in the world, but we're like, okay, well, she's not getting back. The owner is getting back like literally within 24 hours of this event. Yeah. But it's like, okay, we've got to separate, put in different rooms, monitor. Like, can't have this happen again. And calling her and was like, hey, here are the options. Either we can put your dog into a room by themselves, keep them secluded. They're safe. Like we've done a full assessment in this. We've washed the wounds. We've done all this stuff. The dog's probably going to want to get some antibiotics, soon. But there's no pressing need. There's no active bleeding, and we don't need sutures, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's do this, or I can drive an hour and a half away to, MU Medical Center. Like that's what we're talking about. And she was like, yeah, let's not do that. It's fine. Fine. I'll just talk to my vet. And so it was like that was at 6:45 this morning of like, I was just starting to like come awake, and I get first a video from my staff member and then a phone call. And I was like, I haven't even watched this video, but I know this is going to be bad. Because this person like never calls, like never. So that's whenever I was also like, okay, I'm going to gird my loins for this. And he explained, and I was like, okay, yep, let's go assess. So it's wild things, wild things. People.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things like, yeah, it comes with it. And the client was just like super appreciative and was like, yeah, this is exactly why we love you all, because you pay attention to this stuff. Because like, if you would have just like looked at the dog, you would have been like, oh, they have like a bad hair day. Right. But because we have what we call like hands-on time with every animal, like touching, feeling as the dog is comfortable, it's like, that's how we caught this. Like, that's how we catch things. So just knowing, and she was, super appreciative, but it's still like, it's a crummy way to start your, to end your vacation, knowing you got that to come home to. Like, oh, but at least it's been sunshiny, and cold. I don't know. It's been cold.
That is true. It's been very odd, temperature wise, right? I'm not complaining, right? Because I don't want it to be hot yet, because it's going to be probably very hot again. So I don't want to do that. But
yeah, we went to a local baseball game. And
did you? Was your son playing in it? Is that how local, or is it like
Nope. And we have a baseball stadium that was built in 1937 that is still there, and they've done replacements and things like that. It's not the OG structure, but still. It is still in the style of a 1937 structure. That's what's cool about it.
Are there a bunch of like random seats like behind posts?
Yeah,
not a bunch, but like, is there like a couple seats? Because that's one of the things that's really weird about really old baseball stadiums that have been like retrofitted. Like, there'll be seats that are just like behind a pillar. You're like, what?
Yeah, what they did.
We do it.
Yeah, and this was at the time. This stadium was, I guess, really advanced. It's entirely covered where the stands, where the fans sit.
Yeah,
it's 100% covered.
Sweet.
And which is weird, right? Like that's odd. Like, you think you're gonna go sit out and bake, and that's just because modern ones are so big, they can't do this. These are small stands. And
it's very Roman though. That's hilarious that it's like, because that's a very like Roman thing. Like Roman Colosseums had that. They had like the shade thing that would like, theirs was even retractable sometimes. You just like pull it out. It would just like sit out there and cover this up. It's funny. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. So we got to go, and it's a very, very plain, straightforward, but it's cool to be there. And the local community college plays at this baseball field.
Nice.
Additionally, for the time being, at least, before they build out the new stands, for the school's team also plays at this stadium.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and we have a some, I don't know what league it is, but we have it's not even like a semi-professional, whatever, like a pro-am kind of league that plays there. And they were supposed to be playing in like the next, I think their schedule is supposed to start in like May, but I called the general manager because it just rings. It's just like you just have his phone number, and apparently the word on the street is Joplin dropped out of the division and completely scrambled everybody's season.
Stinking Joplin.
Joplin.
Right, I knew
Joplin.
Right. This is in this part of the state, there's this like big rivalry. Not rivalry, but like there's a lot of people that prefer Joplin to Springfield. And these people are, of course, wrong. Right. In every way.
I don't.
But like, yet another example.
I don't. That's people. That's, I have, look, no.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I don't understand.
I agree.
Because
I don't either. Every time they say that, I'm like, bro, why? I remember distinctly the first time that I moved down here to go to college, right over in this area. And then my friend and I went to Joplin, like at night to go find some food or something. And we were just sort of driving around, scoping it out. And we both had a moment of, oh no, we have made a mistake. Like, no, it's all gone wrong.
Yeah.
Right. It's not great.
No,
it's not.
No. So they threw the entire.
There's a couple good restaurants, but like I can't eat there anymore because it's like unhealthy as all get out. So like probably shouldn't. My blood pressure is actually good now, so I probably shouldn't eat giant coney dogs. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So yes, Joplin completely threw everything into the wood chipper on the way out, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't know what it's going to be. It should be coming out soon. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know." But the best part about this is once that comes out, it's fine. We can also just watch our community college go play there. But it's like it's $5 for adults and children are free.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
That's
like
how baseball is supposed to be.
Yes. Popcorn was, it was a good size bag for like $1.25 or $1.50.
Yeah.
Super cheap, which was great. And even better, I can walk there in 7 minutes. Like
that's the best.
From my house.
Like this, and I'm checking out. This is a very old timey stadium here. I like it though.
Yes. Very cool.
Not in a bad way, in like a cool way. I like it. That's pretty
neat. They actually get grants to do renovations and things on it because it is a historical structure.
Yeah.
So that's what's also neat.
So it can upkeep it and keep it cool.
Yes. Yep. Is that it has some level of maintenance and quality. It's not just a riding on their laurels kind of thing. So we got to go there, and the completely covered nature of this is going to be brilliant in the summer. But on a cool, crisp spring day,
even better
with 30-mile-an-hour winds out of the north, it felt like right into your face. We're sitting there. We're watching a baseball game, okay? Huddled like in winter coats and eating popcorn and drinking hot chocolate.
Yes.
Watching a baseball game. It was glorious. It was so fun to watch. And I like I feel as though some of the like pro sports can kill the fun of a lot of things. Like a lot of
that's
things.
That's for sure. 100%. Right. Like,
and to see the guys out there playing, it was like, yeah, they are genuinely having fun. Like, and they are, they're taking it seriously because this is many of their scholarships ride on this. So like, it's not something that you can goof off on.
Yeah. That's what I'm reading, that this is actually a collegiate summer baseball league. Right? Is this accurate?
What you are, the team I'm talking about? Yes.
Yeah. Is this the Mink League?
Yes, the Mink League.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the I went through the I'm trying to figure out how this works and what this could possibly be. And it's a collegiate summer baseball program.
Collegiate summer baseball program. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yep. So this is after they've done their spring baseball. They can join this other league to play more. So it's also, people who are working on their skills, they love the game, so they're trying to play year round.
Yeah. And it's like they said this says it's run similar to like a minor league team. So a lot of these collegiate athletes could potentially go to like minor league or feeder league teams after college. So this is basically just like that.
Yeah. It's kind of like a feeder to a feeder almost. Like it is. And it's also neat because these are players who come from all sorts of places, right? They may have played against each other during the spring league, who are now on this league playing on the same team. So I'm really like, that's what I'm really excited about. And like that's the kind of like, it's a small feel, but they apparently they get a lot of people to come watch. They're very, very popular for that. Again, we were there watching our state, the community college there play their games. So we didn't actually get to see the Mink League play, but I'm excited about that because it is it's not a professional one, right? So like there's it's going to have a different feel, right? And it's not so whatever. I don't know. Like,
no, I agree. I find that it's often like watching professional sports a lot of times is just like not fun,
right,
to watch. Because it's like the stakes are like so high and everything is so serious and it's so blah, and it's just like meh. Like I don't care. Like I do not like to watch professional basketball, right? But I loved being at like every single high school basketball game, and like I went to junior college, so I loved being at like the junior college basketball game.
Sure,
right. And so it wasn't like super high stakes. Like it wasn't like just like this crazy important thing where every second is like the most important second of someone's entire life. It's just like fun, and it was cool, right? So I do have we have a research potentially here, because there's a paragraph in this at the Mink League baseball, and this one paragraph sort of nebulously says the MINK not only derives its name from the Class D Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas League, which is handy,
not only,
but is the modern evolution of the league, which dissolved its MLB affiliations following the 1913 season. What?
Okay.
What is this?
Okay, hold on. So
what in the field of dreams is going on here? I don't know.
So in 1913, there was a dissolution of something.
Yeah.
And the Mink League is the remnants of that?
Yeah. It's continuing on the legacy of whatever happened.
Oh, that's cool.
It is very interesting. I don't know what that means. Further research required.
Okay.
But there is a bit of a potentially interesting. Baseball history is also just like the most insane thing of all time. Because like prior to 1940, it's just wild. Like it is the most
anything goes.
It's
also
the most insane thing ever. Like early baseball history is crazy.
Yeah.
There's so much weird things happening. So here's another one to add to the list. You have to do some research on this at some point, because I have many questions now.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. No, it's interesting. Because the field that they play on there is, so that's a neat connection too, because again, this stadium is not directly back to that exact location, that time of 1913, but like there was obviously a a presence to then later have built this big stadium at that time, right?
Yeah.
So there's been a long-standing history of it here, right? And of being used and founded. So it's very yeah, it feels it's kind of cool to be there. So we have always driven by and looked at it and seen all the cars and everything and been like, huh, we should go. And then, that turns into oh man, we didn't go. And then we also still didn't go. Dang it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we really need to go and do that because that's important. And it's really fun to be part of that history as well. And they interesting. It's so just much more history here. It's reputed to have been the first baseball field west of the Mississippi with lights.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that. Look at that. And it was built as part of the New Deal agencies of the Works Relief Programs and the Works Progress Administration.
Of course, the old Works Progress Administration.
How about that? The WPA.
Everyone loves the WPA. Well,
yes.
Not some people. Not opponents of
not opponents
Roosevelt.
of the WPA.
Yeah, not opponents of Roosevelt. So not 1930s Republicans. They did not like that. But I mean, probably modern ones too, I guess, because it like builds cool stuff. So can't have that. But that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this says. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No, I was just saying. All this says. All I can find so far is that the MINK derives from the 1910 to 1913 minor league of the same name.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That doesn't tell me anything else that I needed. Okay, so I'm going to...
Okay. No, conceit... this says, I keep getting conflicting things of whether it can seat 1,000 or 1,800 people, which is a lot for the stands that I saw.
A lot, yeah.
But also,
maybe just got maximum capacity.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow, this is crazy. They are going to be putting an additional, and again, this is the what you kind of get with these old structures. Again, this was built in 1937 by the WPA program. So at the time when the WPA program went into, it was spending tens of billions of dollars around the country. So like every one project got a lot dumped into it. And so in modern day, they are now going back and going to be working on this and kind of doing some big renovations and things. And they're going to be pouring $2.5 million into this thing.
Wow.
Yeah. To get it up and running better, I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They're like actually updating look, I live in this town, but I don't actually pay attention to what's going on.
That's all right. That happens to me a lot, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, they're going to be getting artificial turf, ADA approved facilities, improved dugouts, locker rooms, better spectator seatings, a new roof, and they're going to pave the parking lot. So they're actually like really investing in it to continue to use it and not just kind of preserve it in its current state, which I always like to see.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So
notable alumni from the MINK League, none other than Ozzie Smith. So obviously, it's the real deal.
Okay. Well, there you go, people. There you go. So that was our big adventure this week of getting
that's quite a big adventure.
And walk. Yeah, it was a very big adventure walking 7 minutes from
No, I meant like being in the stadium, you numpty. That's what I
But I
got to have popcorn and hot chocolate. This is a win. I don't really know.
Speaking of which, the guy at the concession stand had the obvious look of a man who was not supposed to be there, but but he was there because the original person has not shown up yet.
Yes.
It was fantastic, which is why I think the popcorn tasted almost like I was biting off chunks of a salt lick. It
Real
was
salty, right?
So
he put
salty.
his spirit into the popcorn, is what you're telling me.
He did so much. But it was fantastic because it was cheap and hot, and they were eating it in the stands. And when we asked for the hot chocolate, he goes, "How many you need?" I was like, 4. He goes, "Okay, that's gonna take me like 3 minutes. Is that okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere." And he was like, "Okay."
To watch the baseball. So
no,
you should have just looked at him and said, "If I go back to the seats without hot chocolate, my wife will end me."
I will,
right? Just like
yeah, I will be. So I stood there waiting, and it took him like 5 minutes. But again, I don't care because we're just out having fun, and it's like I paid $5 to get in here. There's nothing at stake. Like we're just sitting and talking. Yeah. There's nobody in the stands either. And he's like, he's feeling self-conscious, but he turns and he asks, towards as he's wrapping up, he goes, "How am I doing on time?" I'm like, "Oh, 10 seconds." Of course, he runs over and he slides in, and I safe because it's mixing the metaphors because they're not timed to run around the base, but it's whatever.
But they do practice doing it faster, so
yes, indeed. So that was fun. Yeah, I highly recommend it, and I am yet again, things of like, I'm so torn of like, I love living where we do now, but also, I like living in the middle of nowhere with, I can't see a soul, and it takes me forever to get places. Yeah. But then I'm like, I also like living in this like historic district place where like the historic library is an 11-minute walk, and the historic, baseball field is a 7-minute walk, and I get to all these places, so. And especially in the spring and summertime, I'm like, I'm very thankful for where we are. Like this is fun. This is really nice.
That's very cool. We have a baseball park, but it's all like very modern, and it's like like it's one of those like things. There's like a whole bunch of fields over there, and so they just have things all the time. But there's not like cool seats. It's just like bleachers in a field. Although we do have the ye old racetrack, right? Like the dirt track thing, which this Friday, right? The guy that owned it like stopped. He like sold it or whatever. Oh, and so I didn't know, like it was like not running for a while. And then Friday, I get home and I get out of the car, and I think I went down to get the trash can, and I was like, "Whoa, wait." Yep, there it is. Like very much running. Sound like it's definitely running. I didn't know that somebody new bought it, right?
Oh, interesting.
And we're like doing thing and like have it back up and running again. So I was unaware that happened, and so I went out, I went outside and was like, nope, definitely still going. Okay, got it.
What are they racing there?
I actually have not been to that in a very long time.
Fair enough. It's okay.
They used to they're just like the modified like dirt track car things, right?
Oh, okay.
Like the like open there's like a whole bunch of them. They used to do that one. They did used to have a race where it was the one where this is like the most Missouri sentence I've ever said in my life, listeners. You ready for this? There's a race that they have where one person is operating the pedals and the other person is operating the steering wheel.
I love this so much.
Yeah, they have that. I think they used to have that. I don't know if that's still I don't know if they have like, I don't know if that's just like a super popular thing.
Wait, it's not like the Top Gear episode where the driver was what on the bottom and the guy with the
no. It's like left and right. Yeah, it's not the as far as I'm aware. Again, I have not been here.
Still love that episode. And then they put the Australians upside down.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that part. So I don't know. I don't know what else they have here. I just know that every once in a while you just see like a ton of trailers driving through town because they're
right,
taking the cars over there.
Yeah.
But I was unaware that it had reopened under new ownership. And so I was just getting the trash can. I was like, oh, there. Oh, okay. That's definitely not still closed. I can definitely hear that very loudly.
Cool. So that's interesting. Okay. So it's a dirt circular track.
Yeah, this is a big dirt thing. It's pretty cool. I haven't gone in many years. I went with some friends, I think it was before I even moved here. So that is how long ago. I'm talking this is very old information I have. So I think I might have still been in college whenever I went. So I don't know what they have over there. Maybe someday I'll be brave enough and go to the dirt track races. I do remember that I was covered in dirt when I came home. So if I go again, I'll sit higher up in the bleachers.
I think I've decided, just for your benefit, I've decided that you guys need a golf cart to get around over on that side.
Because there's no sidewalk anywhere. So that's real fun. You just got to walk on the curb. It's really
fun. No.
Because I definitely could walk to that place from my house. But that's not the safest option.
No.
Right? It's right.
No, or you guys could both get those little mini scooters. There's sub 49cc ones, and you guys could. Those are so popular in our town because there are so many people with suspended licenses.
Oh, nice.
Great. The little scooter gangs get out this time of year.
They're pretty sweet. I mean, I should probably just go full blown dad, and I should just embrace the motorcycle aspect of our dad's psyche and do that. But
yeah,
that'd be cool. But yeah, scooter would be rad. Imagine rocking up to the dirt track on a Vespa, right? Can you imagine the incredulous looks from the circle track drivers? Just be what? What are you doing around here, boy? That's what would happen. It would be
especially if you were in full leathers.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Fantastic. We saw it's that time of year, so again we're seeing all of the mopeds out in force, en masse, everywhere around town. And then randomly, again, we live in and it's the historic part of the downtown area, and randomly we're sitting there and two golf carts just drive by, whiz around a corner and down our street with people in them, and I'm like, what? Huh? Why are there golf carts over here?
Wait a minute.
This is new. And then I was like, wait, I want a golf cart. Is that what we need to do? Because that'd be a lot of fun. Whiz down, but you can't ride those on the road, I don't think.
No,
don't think.
You cannot.
No, no, you can't. So I was very confused, and they just appeared, and they disappeared, and we've never seen them before, and I haven't seen them since. Wow.
I got lost on the way to the 7th hole. It was I guess I took a wrong turn.
Way on the other side of town. I guess I was like, this is weird. You had to drive on lots of roads to get to where I am. Just so you're aware. So
good grief. That's ridiculous.
Oh gosh. Are you all winding down for the school year? How much longer do you guys have?
A couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks maybe. Not very many. Just have to do some testing soon. I don't think it's this week. I think it's the week after that. We have to do our state testing, map test to clock. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
So That's yeah. Yeah. Pretty well. I mean, like the other classes are kind of like winding down a little bit, like because there isn't a science test in 6th grade. So like I'm just going along, doing, doing whatever, like gonna do stuff, like, just kind of keep going randomly. Find some stuff to do some end of the year project things and see how it goes. So, but yeah, a lot of that winding down, trying to figure out something to do make sure I got enough stuff to do for the rest of the year, mostly.
Oh. Also means we need to start thinking about our summer book club and what we're going to be doing.
Do need summer book club action. That's true. I was thinking about that today. Because Susan asked, Susan asked me earlier. She was like, when are you guys going to read another book? And I was like, probably soon, actually.
Probably. Looks to be about that time.
Have to go do some research on that, too. I try to figure out what the vibes are this summer, Collin. What do you think?
Oh, what's yeah, I don't know.
Go and see.
Not good on vibes. Bad vibes.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I did survive being room ACT monitor. Yeah, that was
yes,
super exciting. Not really, because it's just a lot of staring. It's really weird. It's really awkward.
Looking menacingly
and be like, do for many hours at a time, right? So did that. I was trying to remember. Also, I can't remember all the places that I took the ACT. And so I was thinking about this, and I was like, I think I figured it out, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh no.
Because again, long time ago at this point, right? Because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the ACT, and I was talking to some of the kids from school that were there, like afterwards. And we were just talking about ACT testing. So, and I was like, I started thinking to myself, I took it multiple times. Where did I do the middle time? And I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think, I think I do. But I was gonna, but like, doing the room monitor thing is way weird because you just kind of got to sit there. You got to read your script thing. It's very nice now though, because all the script is like online. And so like all the timers and all the everything is just baked in to the site that you have to log into for the room monitor thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So there's just this huge list, and it'll just say like you complete the thing and just go to the next one. So you like read the thing, you like read part of the script, you hit next, you read the next part of the script, and then it says like you may begin now, and you click the button, and then it like flips to a new page, and the timer's on, and like all the stuff's happening. So it's just like, oh, okay. So it keeps time for you.
Nice.
It monitors everything. There's little reminders that say, make sure, like one of the tasks is like, observe the room. Like, got it. Okay, did it. But yeah, so it
look again.
Yeah, okay. But it was nice. It was all like baked into the thing. So you literally just have to click through.
Oh, okay. Well, that is nice.
Yeah. Some of the other menus for like, there was like several people that didn't show, which is weird, right? Like, you had to pay a bunch of money to do this, and you just like, don't come. Like, what the heck? Like, I don't know. That's weird. But trying to figure out how to get them out of there and make sure that I logged that I didn't use that book was difficult. I had to be like, is this the button? I waited until close to the end and went to the counselor and was like, please help. I need to make sure that I do this right.
I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah, because you're supposed to like log like which test booklets you used. Right. So I was like, well, I didn't use these ones.
Yeah.
So I need to tell them that because these people aren't here. So I need to like make sure that they know that they weren't here, and, like unseat them from the thing. So we got to figure it out, I think. So it's all good.
Okay.
But yes, I was trying to remember what it was like when I took the ACT, and I have two very distinct memories of taking the test, and then because I took it like 3 times, I think, and then the middle time I have really no recollection at all, and so I think I took it at Missouri State once in like one of those giant lecture halls. I took it there. I think the middle time I took at Nixa. I'm gonna say it was Nixa.
Really?
I
That
think so.
far?
I think
Oh,
so. I think like
wow.
just when I was doing it, that was like the one that was available.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because I don't think there was just like a ton that you could go to, if I remember right. And I think it was Nixa because I think Nixa is the one where like my friend showed up to take it and like they didn't have their ID. And so like they couldn't do it.
Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, right. So I was like, okay, well, bye. Because I'm doing this now. And then I think the last time I took it at Kickapoo. Because I remember that one for sure. But
Yeah, I think I took both of mine at Kickapoo. Now that I'm thinking about this.
yeah, I think I had to go to Nixa.
Wow.
I think.
Ugh.
I think it's probably just like the time of year that I wanted to do it. Like that was the one
Mm-hmm.
that was available, right? I think that was it. But yeah, I remember it was kind of far. Had to get up really early. And I couldn't because I think it was Nixa. I'm gonna say it was Nixa. I'm not 100% sure about this though. And then yeah, the third one was at Kickapoo. Because I remember Kickapoo has very distinctive entryway and hallways and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like I remember that. Or had. It's probably different now, I would imagine. But
Probably
yes.
not. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it's exactly no. I don't think so. It's okay. So yes, I was just reminiscing about testing, how totally not exciting it is. Yeah, that's been pretty much my week.
Okay.
Getting over that, trying to make sure I have things to do. I think I'm going to give my children a test next week.
Aha. Okay.
So, pretty much it. Not just a whole lot going on. This week is another.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Go ahead. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have nothing going on. You're like way too busy. So it's like,
No, it's just a weird time of year because it's just this like there is for us like there's a lot, but there's also like not a lot. And a lot of just waiting on a lot of things. Like I'm still waiting to see who the Missouri State Fair is going to announce for their show on the 17th. I mean, obviously we know who it's going to be, but
yeah, I just want to keep you in suspense,
whatever. And I remembered I did remember, last time I gave a long exposition about the 50th anniversary of the Ozark Music Festival. Okay.
Yeah.
And how there were two people who were, trying to relive the magic and how one of them held the rights to it. I don't know if I had mentioned this on the show, but the person who holds the rights is like actively using them against the other people. Did I mention this? Like
no.
Actively filing lawsuits and stopping them from doing it. Like
I think you did mention the word lawsuit, like, but I think I thought it was just singular, like a cease and desist on the name is what I thought. Right. Okay. That's what I took away.
But they are going after them for like the use of the like idea and concept of this as well. And so
the concept of a music festival.
But specifically for the Ozark Music Festival, like of what that was supposed to be, of like music and stuff. And so I went to a local
ground.
It's so weird, but he's like waving this around frantically, and the other organizers, like they're trying to do this in the best interest of the community. Like they're not trying to be big bad boogeymen about this. So they are like sidestepping around all sorts of craters and things like that. So flash to not last week or not this past week, but like the week before, is actually a day after you and I recorded, and I was like, I looked at my notebook and I was like, oh right, I have to tell the story. Because one of the main organizers for the like off-brand thing, for the one who doesn't hold the rights. Okay, so I mentioned there was two. There's the Ozark, the Mozart. Okay,
yeah. I told Susan the name and she went, no.
Yeah.
Why?
They tried to hit as close to the mark as possible.
It's legally distinct, right? It's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, so that guy shows up to talk about this, and it was one of those really awkward times because everybody knows why this music festival is important. Of like why it's important to like why they are trying to get this organized right now. Of we're celebrating this music festival because everybody knows it's been 50 years since then, right? And he had a presentation he was giving the Chamber of Commerce, and he can't say that they are putting this on for the 50th anniversary of the music festival.
Oh yeah, for legal reasons, right?
For legal reasons. So he actively said, like, so why are we doing this now? Well, we're throwing it back and remembering things like it's the 75th anniversary of the Beetle being imported, and the celebration of the Vietnam War, and the celebration of like, he had like 7 things on his slide, and the very, very last one was, and there was also a music festival. Anyway, next slide.
Yeah, there was and there was anyway.
Yeah, he was doing everything he could to not say the thing. And like he would say like, oh, and we have a band, but we also have crafts, right? And we also have crafts, and we've got vendors, and there'll be this other band, and don't forget the crafts and the games and this thing and this memorial and the craft and this other thing. I was just like, oh my gosh, like way out of his way to basically stretch of like, this is not about the music, but there'll be music. But it's not about the music, but there'll also be music.
Oh my heavens, that's ridiculous. Oh man.
So,
oh boy.
I've been holding on to that since then. I was just like, oh, I felt so awkward. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, oh my god,
that is really quite awkward. I'm not gonna lie.
I felt bad for them because they've been kneecapped. They can't come out and say the thing that they want to say. They can't, because they know they're going to be buried in litigation. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous. Like, sure, have the name, but like also don't. Why is this? Why is this thing? I don't understand.
That's pretty. That's pretty nuts. Like, I don't. Oh my goodness.
So anyway,
the whole thing is a fiasco.
It's just a big mess, another big mess. But so that's your report. Your report from the north.
Pretty good. I like it. Oh, I want to share with you a thought I had today.
Okay.
Right. I'm sitting around. I was just like, as one does. I was sitting on the couch, was scrolling through my phone, looking at stuff, and I was confronted with like a gallery of like an art gallery of it was like a collection of art from this person, right?
Yeah.
And they're painting, okay? And my first thought was, oh my gosh, these paintings are incredible. And my second thought was, I bet this dude's Dutch. He's got to be, right? Obviously. And so I just random guy. Never heard of this dude before. Petrus von Schendel, right?
Okay,
You're
looking at
just
this.
casual 19th century Belgian master artist, just hanging out. I just want you to take a peek of that, some of that stuff I just sent you there, and tell me your thoughts on this dude.
Oh my God, when was this done?
Yeah. Yeah, he was alive from 1806 to 1870.
Holy moly,
Yeah.
these are otherworldly.
I know. I know.
I mean, yeah, I get the like. Yeah, these are all rather. Oh, what's so cool about this is basically all of these, all of these are of a of a very dark setting with painted around a candlelight, right?
Yes.
Or a lamp. Like that's what is so striking to these is he was really studying dusk, nighttime, like really trying to capture the presence of being of people around and doing stuff around a candle or a lamp in the dark. Like this is, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
this is.
and there's like tons of them. This is just a random website that I pulled up.
Oh
This is
sure.
not the thing I found because I found like
Oh,
it was like I was on like Imager or whatever, and I was
okay.
just like looking at stuff, and I was like, "What? Oh my, what?" And so I just wanted to share this website real fast because it just has like all this like it's insane. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh my gosh.
He's incredible, right? Like, never heard of this guy before today. And yeah, just like, yeah, so fun fact, his, he earned the moniker, Monsieur Chandel, right? So his nickname is basically Mr. Candle for obvious reasons.
Okay, well there you go. Okay. Look, I'm not okay. See, people, I wasn't exaggerating here. Like all, like yeah,
No, that's like his deal. He was just like,
shtick
oh,
there.
it's
No,
cool.
it
I'm
is.
gonna do this. I'm gonna paint candles, right? And
Yeah, but what
they're so incredibly amazing.
they are, and that's what is you can. Everyone has seen like a photograph like this of somebody around like you can envision like a modern take on this would be somebody in a dark room staring at a computer screen where you see
Yeah,
their face lit up and maybe some things around their desk, but everything else is around the edges is very dark and faded. Like that's what he's capturing here, but with candles
yeah,
and he's painting like
it's nuts.
wild.
It's absolutely crazy,
Yeah, I can't.
right? Also, from his Wikipedia article, I just feel like this is important that you and all the listeners out here who are
Uh,
going to go Google Petrus von Schnindel,
huh.
obviously, right now. Um,
Uh-huh.
so, quoting here, where'd it go? In addition to his art, he was also interested in the mechanics of the steam engine and in 1841 patented a device for improving the blades on steamships. He also devised suggestions for improving lateral stability of rail cars.
But hmm,
Yep,
what?
there you
Hmm.
go. Yep, yep. And he and stuff for reclaiming the moorlands in the Netherlands because they're just like
Okay,
taking
Dutch.
back land from the ocean,
Yeah.
one square foot at a time. But
Oh,
that's what.
he's got this
Yeah,
one. He's got this one I've been looking at and just staring at. It's called Nocturnal Marine. This one is. I like all of the other ones because they're very intimate. That's the other thing
yeah.
about his of like it's very like look at this person talking to this person or
Yeah,
this
the
person.
market by candlelight, the girl
Yes,
holding the apples or whatever in that yoke thing, that is like the most that's insane.
yes. This one is a different take on this concept of it is a marina at
Yeah.
nighttime with the moon in the back cloud, behind clouds,
Hmm.
and all the ships that are moored out are coming in. It's a
Yeah.
scene and a half.
Yeah.
Like
He
that
does have
is
some other ones. There's some other like further away and he like veers off, there's some other stuff. There's some like biblical references. I mean, obviously, 19th
yeah,
century painters. I think it's mandatory.
yeah.
Um,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
but like, yeah, it's crazy. It is so insane. Also, this brings up another question that I don't know the answer to.
Uh-oh.
Right. When you look at
Uh-huh.
all of these night market paintings, like, is this a thing? Was this a 19th century thing that actually happened? Or was he just like doing this because he liked to paint at nighttime? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
was there a night market scene in the Netherlands in
I
in the
mean,
19th century, right? Like,
I don't know. Like with the level of, I mean, yeah, were people really buying? I mean, they would have almost okay. They would have almost had to, given just like the people who are out shopping at these markets. Like
yeah,
these are people who worked in houses. Like these are the cooks. These
yeah.
are the
So is
clean.
this like early morning, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or is
But
this
like,
like,
but these say night market. So are they coming at
I don't know.
nighttime so that they can start preparing the meals and stuff for the next day? Like, wow, this is so.
Yeah, this is what I don't know the answer to. Like, is this like was this like an early morning market thing? Like, is this like 4 a.m. when people are getting up and they get like yeah, because like you said, a lot of these people look like they're very working class, you know, and so are they setting up the market? Are these people buying stuff for the household like later? Is this like late at night and they're on their way home from stuff and they're stopping by the market on the way home? Like, what is this? Like, what
Uh,
what is happening?
this is
Like, I don't
wild.
know. I need some answers here, and so I don't.
Okay, so we have a lot of reports to be doing. Have
Yeah,
to look up what
yeah,
if the history of night markets, I guess.
yeah. I don't
And
know.
huh,
I don't know.
yeah, because you could see how it would be very beneficial for a certain sect of the population to have
Mm,
these, and how it would be very beneficial for them, but also
mm,
like it's also weird to think about of like, yeah, people setting up their tables at nighttime with candles to sell tomatoes. Like
yeah. Like,
that's
how accurate a depiction
uh-huh.
is this of like 19th century goings on, or like because if you Google just night market, what you're going to get is the like Asian version,
Uh-huh.
right? Which are cool, right? But
And intense.
not this.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
what's the history of those?
Yeah, that's what
And where do
I
they
don't
originate?
know. How does one find this information, right? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
So,
I think you need
and
to
like, yeah, I gotta refine my Google searches here because it's conflicting with Christmas markets, which do of course happen at nighttime, but only
uh-huh.
during
Uh
Christmas,
that's
right?
true.
And so like European Christmas markets, real big thing, right?
Mhm.
Huge thing. Um, so this is like kind of conflicting with my results here because like that's what it's pulling me up as well. So I don't know.
Don't know either. No. That is going to be a very interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's bizarre. Huh. I had
Yeah,
no idea.
I neither. Yeah. And I don't know what exactly is in the water in the old Netherlands there. But like the other fact that I saw this painting and went, bet that dude's Dutch. Like
you know.
you know,
You
like
know.
these Dutch dudes are another level of painting. It's insane.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. They're really trying their best to capture something there.
So yeah, I'm gonna share you my
Ah,
my art history thoughts today that I had while I was
I
sitting on the
like
couch,
this.
like having my mind blown by candle painting.
Candle
Yeah,
Candle
yeah,
Master. Okay.
candle candle master Petrus von Schendel. Again, sorry for poor pronunciation.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
We'll
my
let you
bad.
slide.
Uh, you know, all of our Dutch friends, please let me know if
What was actually
this night market thing is like a historical thing. Did he just do it for funsies? I need to know some European market history here. I got so that's yeah.
Okay. I'm still looking at these photos. They're surreal.
We're looking at them all day long. They're crazy. Absolutely insane. Like they're just it's nuts. Like it's I don't know. Like
I really like these.
yeah, I do too.
Huh. Well, very nice.
Yes. I think there's I've just been staring at them every once in a while. I just look at them like wow. They're so cool. And I guess so in order to do some of this, I guess another interesting fact about this dude, his studio, right? He had like it was like basically split in half, where one like half of the room was like really, really well lit, and then the other half of the room was like as dark as possible. So he would like stand over in the well lit side to paint, and like models and stuff would be over on the other side, right? So he could like when he was studying how this light and stuff works. That's that was his methodology.
Interesting.
Right. Yeah.
Because because you think how because he's obviously not going out and setting up his easel right in the marketplace. Like he has to have subjects and place them in something. But how could you have a dark enough yet light enough room? Oh, that's crazy to think about balancing those two things. Like, it has to be
nuts.
Pitch black so I can not pitch black, but it has to be super dark so that I can study what's actually happening here, but also light enough so I can see my paints. And he doesn't have a headlamp to do this.
Exactly. Just has like candles and stuff. So it's just really it's nuts. They're so cool. Like I don't know.
I really like that. It's very cool. Yeah, you just really get that glow on the faces and the reflections on the objects, and again, just how quickly you lose any sort of sharpness to what you're looking at, and how everything just becomes really, like all homogenous.
Oh, I figured out how to send you the gallery I was actually looking at. So there's more for you.
Oh, what else? Yeah. Oh, look at that! It's a little baby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm going to be looking at these the rest of the night. Well,
there you go. You're welcome.
Okay. I love this.
There's awesome. An art history corner in the Oh Brother podcast. There you go.
Perfect.
See, we're learning things here together.
This is cool. It's a bugler. Okay. Anyway. Sorry.
When you start looking at these long enough, you can definitely see that he you can tell he had some like reference sketches that he was working with, because there's like similar groups of people, but like then they're standing like differently and they're wearing different clothes and the background's all different and the light's in like a different spot kind of. So like you can kind of almost see his process a little bit, which I find absolutely fascinating. Like
the three people around a table in discussion. That's big. That's that right there. Yeah.
But you can see they're like in slightly different postures, and they're always wearing kind of different clothes, and like the lights in a like different spot, and maybe the table has different stuff on it. Like, it's crazy.
Those are super cool. Yeah. I like those.
There you go. Dutch master painter.
I like it.
Mr. Candle. Boom.
Mr. Candle. Oh, Mr. Candle himself.
Yeah. That was my big discovery today.
That's a good discovery. Good discovery.
I thought so. But there you go. Well, my last discovery is haiku based. So
is
I
it?
got
Is it? Okay. So it's the discovery that you made. That's good.
I was trying to open the app. I was like, open the thing. Okay, there. Found
it's in some place.
Got it. Yes, I found it.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So, our haiku this time to close out this show, full of learning and excitement.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yep.
Day turning to night. Celestial alignment. Captivating sky.
Ooh.
Bam!
Nice. Captivating skies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like it.
Yes.
There we go.
Very good. Very good.
The old eclipse haiku action there.
Got it. Okay. Well, I like it. And we will start discussing in the background our reading program and see what comes next.
Okay.
Well,
sounds good to me.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.